What up, y'all? It's Anwar Stetson and Adrian Medina with the Sporting Tribune. We just saw a USC victory for the second year in a row. They maintained that victory bell, and it was ringing all throughout the Coliseum as they defeat the UCLA Bruins 29-10. That's going to round out the regular season, y'all. I mean, 9-3, undefeated at home, year 4 of the Lincoln Riley experiment. Not a lot of positive talk coming into the season about this squad, but Lincoln Riley said that this may be the most important team he's had here at USC. He said there's going to be better teams, but he just told us in the post-game press conference that this was the most important team that the Trojans have had in his tenure, and that the switch in that culture and going from a good program to a great program, right? The program he has envisioned has basically started this season, and this season, in the regular season anyway, ends with a win. So just tell me a little bit about what you thought about the game tonight against UCLA, but also for this Trojan season as a whole, 9-3 in the Big Ten, another year, and finally playing Big Ten competition in a solid college football season with 25 and more great programs vying for 12 playoff spots. What did you think about this season?
I thought, you know what, despite all the noise coming from the beginning of the start of the season, I think this was a success. I really do. 9 wins. Everyone had the Trojans, like AKA Vegas, had them over only winning 7.5 games. 9-3 season. Those 9 wins were hard to come by sometimes. They beat some pretty good teams, ranked teams, and they lost to some ranked teams. And you could argue that if they hadn't eaten some bad chicken in Illinois, this team would have been 10-2, right? Yes, 10-2. But regardless of that, this game started off kind of weird the first half, 10-7. This was the first time since October 18th that the Bruins had actually led in a game come the beginning of the second half. So that, to me, kind of gave me just a little bit of a scare. But like then, the second half Trojans, they just become a different team. And you can only imagine how, if that team played like that for the rest of the season, how it would have panned out. But regardless, Trojans got the win, senior day win. I think the backup quarterback, I can't recall his name right now, but threw that two-point conversion to end the game. So there was just many cool moments like that. Lake McCree getting a touchdown, just a lot of cool senior moments, and just what a way to wrap up a season that many ups, many downs, but man, it was as successful as it comes.
Yeah, you know, I would say that this season was a success. I think a lot of fans are clamoring for USC to be right there with the big programs, and USC showed that they're not ready for the big programs just yet, right? Oregon, Notre Dame, right? They're going to play Ohio State eventually, 3 years into the Big Ten, right? They're going to play Ohio State. They're going to play Washington, right? Yet again in Big Ten play eventually, right? And the fans want to know, when are we going to be able to compete with those guys? When are we going to be able to say, we don't care if, we play Notre Dame every year because we're confident we can beat them in a non-conference game, right? When are we going to be up there with the Georgias and the Ohio States and all of that again? Well, the long answer and the short answer is it takes some time, right? And that's exactly what Coach Riley was emphasizing in the post-game press conference, just building a culture. And it really seemed like, he believed that it's paying off. Now, there's it's college football. They call them fanatics for a reason, right? Fan is short for fanatic. It doesn't make a lot of sense in your brain, right? Yeah. You do irrational and say irrational things sometimes.
We've all done it.
Right. Lincoln Riley, though, he's the one that seems pretty measured right now after this win. I think you would like to beat a UCLA team that's this bad more convincingly, right? 10-7 at the half. You should not be down to this UCLA team at all. But again, what they say, a win is a win, right? And the fans and the players came out of the tunnel here at the Coliseum and entered back into it feeling like that they had accomplished something really good this season. Obviously, there's still one more to go, Alamo Bowl, Holiday Bowl, whatever bowl, right? It's not the playoffs, and fans are going to be disappointed, and rightfully so, and they have high expectations, as they should. But I think a 9-3 regular season, I mean, this is the best year USC has had since Caleb's first year when they went all in on the transfer portal. I think something was interesting too, we just heard in the post-game press conference, Jaden Mayava asked about his future. What did he say there?
He said he was just more focused on today's game and winning today's game, and that he hasn't really thought about it. So yeah, I thought the question first and foremost was going to come up, and he answered it honestly like how I thought he was going to.
Yeah, Jaden really doesn't give a lot that he doesn't have to, but I think it's an interesting question for the future. Jaden Mayava coming back as a senior, or incoming sophomore from Inglewood, Husan Longstreet, who showed flashes. We saw the flashes he showed at practice this year. He certainly seems like a kid that could be that next in line, right, to be the next great USC quarterback. And he has some time at the program here as a freshman, and being a local kid from Inglewood, California also helps as well, right? So I think there's going to be some quarterback controversy, quarterback stuff coming in, but that's going to be next year, right? But for now, I would say, yeah, USC season, it's always good to come into the Coliseum as a USC fan and exit with a W, which they did every single time they were in the Collie this year. Any last thoughts on the regular season before we sit back with some eggnog and watch some bowl games across the college football space, Adrian?
Man, I just want to say to whoever's been following us, thank you. It's been a great time. This is my first year covering football in general, and it's just been fun every single day that I'm here on the field or practice field, wherever I am, following USC Trojans. It's just been fun, and I'm grateful. And man, having you by my side, dude, it's been fun.
Yeah, man, hell of a fun time with you, Adrian. Great games covering USC, and thank you as well to all the fans out there who watch, follow, like, subscribe to the Sporting Tribune for all your latest news and sports in Southern California, Las Vegas, and Hawaii. So we're going to stay here nice and cozy. It's not that warm, actually. No. If you're not in LA, you know, it gets a little chilly at night. There's no humidity in the air, no. So it's a kind of a frigid 60. But we're spoiled, and we're very blessed to be out here to be able to do this. So thank you so much, Adrian. Thank you to the fans, and we'll see. Stay tuned. There's going to be more stuff from USC, more news coming out. We got Makai Lemon, maybe a Bolitnikoff Award winner coming out. So stay tuned for that. Follow the Sporting Tribune on all social pages. But for the regular season and for now, it's Anwar Stetson and Adrian Medina telling you peace.